welcome you all for lecture series on digital system design. We are discussing our module 4, and in module 4 we are currently discussing on how to implement a state machine for given a state graph of media and mode. Fine. So we will now start with directly the problem which we left in the last class. So this is a problem, correct? What are the first step? What are the first step here? What are the first step here? What are the first step here? Given the problem, at a first, this is a state diagram. This is this is a state diagram, state graph or state diagram given. So I have to implement a state machine. What is the first step?
State table.
I have to draw a state table.
Table.
Correct. I have to draw a state table. For that, for drawing a state table, I have to first identify how many inputs are there, how many outputs are there, and how many states are there. There are 4 states here, that is A, B, C, D, and there are 2 inputs X, Y, and there is one output Z. So depending on how there is a transition from A to B, B to C, C to D, or whatever it is. So depending on the transitions, I am going to construct a state table. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the present state, this is the present state, and this is the next state. Fine. So present state, I'm having A, B, C, D, and the next state, I'm having the variable X, Y, and Z. Fine. This table shows when A is 0, 0, the next state is A. When A is 0, 1, the next state is A. When A is 1, 1, the next state is B. And A is 1, 0, the next state is B. In this way, I will read the state diagram. Fine. This state table for the state diagram. Fine. So once we are done with the state table, so once we have completed drawing the state table, the next thing is to draw the transition table. For drawing the transition table, I have to first assign the. I have to first check how many flip flops I need. The first thing is to check how many flip flops I need. That depends on number of states here. How many states are there here? There are 4 states here. So 4 states means how many digital binary values, how many binary variables I need for describing these 4 states.
Two.
2 binary variables. So I am taking the binary variables as FA and FB, and 2 binary variables implies 2 what you call flip flops. Understanding? So in that sense, I have written in the state table here, a transition table here. The transition table states that FA and FB are the 2 variables, and I am assigning 0, 0 to A, 0, 1 to B, 0, 1, 1, 1 to C, and 1, 0 to D. Fine. So this assignment can change from column to column and depends on user. Fine. Better you have to, it will be better if you write 0, 0 for A, 0, 1 for B, 1, 0 for C, and 1, 1 for D. But in this column, it is given in this fashion. So we will discuss even one more column, where I will be taking 1, 0, and 1, 1. It is not a big thing, fine. So next one is to consider transition table. This is a base for constructing a transition table. So in transition table, what did I do is I am writing the present state FA and FB. I'm replacing A by 0, 0, B by 0, 1, C by 1, 1, and D by 1, 0. Correspondingly, these are also changed accordingly, according to the what you call the state table. Understanding? So from the state table, I have now got the transition table with this one more row imbibed here. This is these FA and FB are what? These are nothing but Q plus. These are nothing but Q plus, whereas this FA and FB are nothing but what? Q. Getting all of you? Yes or no? What is
Yes,
these?
sir.
What are these? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. What are these? These are nothing but X and Y, the input variables. Who states that it is Y, X and Y? It is this who is stating. Next state is X and Y. Understanding? Yes or no? So how will I construct a K-map? The K-map construction is done. One sec. So K-map is constructed in the fashion X, Y, FA, and FB. Fine. So I will first design the expression for D. I have to first find what is DA. So how many flip-flops are there here? There are 2 flip-flops which I am using, flip-flop A and flip-flop B. I need 2 flip-flops. So depending on the necessity, I am going for the first one, that is D flip-flop. If I go for D flip-flop, I have to first draw the functional table. The functional table for D flip-flop, or functional truth table for D flip-flop, is in this fashion: Q, Q plus, and D 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0 1 0 1. So all these are unique. So Q and D are always same. That's why this state table, transition table will not be having any change if I am going for D flop. Understanding? How will I write the transition table? Sorry, how will I be able to write the excitation table? That is the third step or the third table which I am be drawing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ I will straight away write the values here. Right? FA is 0 here, Q is 0 here, Q plus is 0 here. If Q is 0, Q plus is 0, what is D?
0.
0.
0.
0.
Next, FB is 0 here, it is also 0 here. What will be the next state? What will be DB?
0.
DB is 0.
0.
0.
Next FA is 0 here, FA is 0 here. So it will be 0. Next, FB is 0 here, FB is 0 here. So it will be
0.
0. No, Z will not change. Z is not depending on, for implementing Z, or the output function, I don't need any flip-flop. Fine. So I'm not writing any F here. Getting? On top of this, I'm not writing any F because for implementing the output function, I don't need any flip-flop. Is that okay?
Yes.
I will
Yes, sir.
implementing, I will be implementing that Z using only combination of circuits, AND gate and OR gate. Fine. Next one. ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ 0 ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ ಎಫ್ ಏನದ 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಅದ, ಎಫ್ ಬಿ 0 ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 1 in that sense, 0 1. So it will be 0 1. So whatever the truth table I am having, whatever the values I am having here, these values will be reconstructed and it will be reframed in a similar manner in the excitation table. Yes or no? Getting this? All of you understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Getting this how to write? So instead of DA, FA and FP now I have written here DA and DB. Getting all of you? So now what is the next thing? I have to draw, I have to construct a K-map, correct? I have to construct a K-map. So how will I construct a K-map? Better I'll zoom out so that it will be easy for you to understand. Hopefully visibility is not an issue, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes,
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
sir.
DA ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ DA ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ x and y ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, FA FB ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. So x and y is here. What is xy? 0 0. Correct? xy 0 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? ಈ ರೋ. Correct ರೀ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿದೆ?
Yes.
Yes or no? xy 0 0 means what? This row. When xy is 0 0 and FA and FB is 0 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? FA and FB is 0 0. Fine. What is the first value? DA. Now DA ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ graph. I'll write DA here. What is the first value here?
0.
0.
0. So I will fill this cell with 0. Getting? Next. XY ಮತ್ತು 0 0 ಅದ. ಈಗ FA FB ಏನದ? 0 1 ಅದ. ಸೊ FA FB 0 1 ಎಲ್ಲದ? ಇಲ್ಲದ. ಈ ರೋನ DA ಅದ, ಇದದ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? Yes or no? XY
Yes,
0
sir.
0 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್, this column, fine, and 0 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್. ಸೊ cell is depending on this FA and FB. So 0 1 ಅದ. ಈಗ 0 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ನ DA ಏನದ? 0 ಅದ. So what will write here? 0. Understanding? Yes or no?
Yes.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ರಿ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ಮತ್ತೆ XY 0 0 ಅದ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನದ? 1 1 ಅದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ FA FB 1 1 ಅದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 0 ಅದ, FA FB 1 1 ಅದ. So what will be the answer? It is again 0. Why? Because DA is 0 here. Correct? I will
Yes.
just check DA here because I am writing the truth table for K-map for DA. Next I will be writing the truth table for DB. Understanding? So next 1 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? When it is 1 0, XY 0 0 ಅದ, FAFB ಏನದ 1 0 ಅದ. XY 0 0 ಅದ, FAFB ಏನದ 1 0 ಅದ. ಈ 1 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ D ಇದೆ 0 0 ಅದ. 0 ಅದ.
0.
So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಬರ್ತದೆ. Next. Next row is what? 0 1. XY 0 1 ಅದ. So which column I am selecting here? I will be selecting this column. Getting? Now 0 0. FAFB 0 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ D ಏನದ 0 ಅದ.
0.
Getting? Next. FAF is 0 1 column ಅದನ. FAFB 0 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ 1 ಅದ. So I am writing 1 here. Understanding? Next 1 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ? ಮತ್ತೆ 1 ಅದ. So I am writing 1 here. Next 1 0 ಇದಾಗಿನದ ಮತ್ತು 1 ಅದ. So I am writing sorry correct ಅದ 1 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ 1 ಅದ 1 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ 1 ಅದ. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 1 row ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ ತಗೋದೆ ನಾನು. I will be selecting this column. What will be the answer? 0 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ 0 ಅದ. I will write 0 here. 0 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ 1 ಅದ. I will write 1 here. 1 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ಮತ್ತು 1 ಅದ. I will write 1 here. And 1 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ 0 ಅದ. I will write 0 here. Getting? And lastly 1 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ I am having this column being selected, so it will be 0 0 0 and 1 accordingly. Understanding everyone? Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಈಗ I will give you the judgment why he took A as 0 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಏನು ಬರ್ದಾನ 0 0 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಾನ. What is he taking? B as 0 1, C as 1 1, D as 1 0. ಹೌದ್ರಿ? He took like this, right? Yes or no? State assignment ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ರಿ ಅವರು. ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, when I fill the values, the first column is first row, the second column is second row, the third column is the third row, and the fourth column is the fourth row. Directly K-map sense na ಬರ್ದಾರ ಅವರು. Getting 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So it will be easy for you people to write the K-map. In that sense, he has written this. He has marked this A, B, C, and D. If you had written C as 1 0 and ಇದು 1 1 ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. Getting?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's just a
Yes, sir.
manipulation, right? It is just a manipulation. It will be how you take the column as. ತಿಳಿತು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ದೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ಷನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Getting? Understanding? Yes or no? I will even teach one more
Yes, sir.
column where I will take this 1 0 and 1 1. Fine. So now DB. Next another DB other. Fine. So DB ನಾನು ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, XY 0 0 ಅದು. So I mean 0 0 row. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು? Okay. Once I am done with this, I will form a quad here, and I will I will be doing a pair here. With this quad will be having the value YFB. Correct? YFB or Y or Y or YFA. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ಆಮೇಲೆ 1 ಅದ ಏನದ one single ಅದ ಇದೆ. So it will be XY bar FA FB bar. Getting? Yes or no? Understanding this? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir.
Next. I will be implementing the same for now I will be implementing the same for DB. So in DB row, what is in the first row XY 0 0. So XY 0 0 here. Now I will check for DA column or DB column. I will be checking for DA column or DB column. So for what is the FA FB 0 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ 0 ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ. Next ಏನದ 0 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲ 1 ಅದ. So I am writing 1 here. Next 1 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಅದ. So I am writing 0 and next one is also 0. In this fashion I can directly write now 0 1 double 0. Next another 1 1 1 0. So 1 1 1 is written. This one last one is 0. Next another 1 1 1 0. So 1 1 1 0. Getting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಡಿ ಎ ಒಂದು ಬರೆದೆ, ಡಿ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಬರೆದೆ ನಾನು. ಹೌದ್ರಿ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಫ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್ ಎಫ್ ಬಿ, and this squad will be having the value x fa bar. This squad will be having the value x fb bar, x fb. Correct? So that's what those equations are written here. Fine. You have to write the equation here. ಏನು ಬರೀಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, dA is equal to fa x bar y plus fby plus FA FB bar XY bar. Understanding? And DB is equal to what here? FA DB is what here? FA bar FB plus fa bar x plus fb into x. Getting all of you? Yes or no? Because all of them are
Yes,
prime
sir.
applicants. ಇದು prime applicant ಅದ EPI ಅದ ಇದು EPI ಅದ ಇದು EPS ಅಲ್ಲದ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಒಂದು EPS ಅಲ್ಲ. All three groups are having EPS ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದ್ರಾಗೂ EPS ಅಲ್ಲದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ EPS ಅಲ್ಲದ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು EPS ಅಲ್ಲದ. So I am taking all of the parameters under consideration. Is that understandable? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the lastly, what will be the first row of Z? Z ಗೂ equation ಬರೀಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So next schematic will be for Z. This last schematic will be for Z. What is the first row of Z? XY00 ಏನದ 0000. Next one ಏನದ 0000. Third row ಏನದ 0001. Fourth row ಏನದ 0000. So I have filled it here 0000, 0000, 0001, 0000. Understanding? Yes or no? Getting?
Yes.
So this itself is what? Z. Getting? All of you. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Next,
sir.
Yes, sir.
what is the last step? The last step is to obtain what? A state machine. So how to obtain a state machine? ನೀವು ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಇದು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಕೌಂಟರ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? How did you implement a counter?
Flip flops and
Gate.
You took a flip flop and you started implementing it, correct? So
Yes.
ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. I am discussing about synchronous sequential circuit. So clock will be fed simultaneously to all of them. ತಿಳಿತು? ಇದೇನಿರ್ತದ? DA ಇರ್ತದ, ಇದೇನಿರ್ತದ? DB ಇರ್ತದ, ಜೊತೆಗೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಕ್. This will be the clock, fine. And I am having QA, QA, QB, QB, one with a complement, one more without complement. Getting? Yes or no?
yes.
Getting?
Yes.
Yes or no? No. DA ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ? What will be the there for DA? DA will be only the OR gate with 3 inputs. OR gate with 3 inputs. DB will also be OR gate with 3 inputs. What is the first input? FA bar FB, FA bar X. Third input is FB into X. ಇದು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ರಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 3 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು, ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್? ಎಸ್ ಆನ್?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ? FA ಬಾರ್ FB ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನಾನು? ಒಂದು ನಾಟ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಹಚ್ತೀನಿ. The input is what? FA bar into FB ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? So this will be FB. In this way I'll be filling this, completing this diagram. Yes or no? Getting?
Yes.
Sir.
So what diagram is this? This is the state machine. Understanding? So this diagram will cost you maximum marks. If this diagram is correct, you will get the marks properly. Understanding? So this is your final step. This is not mentioned here, but this is your final step, and this is why you are here to solve the sum. Understanding? So this is your final step. What is this? State machine. Implementing a state machine. Understanding? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
After go books, chemistry.
If people are coming for the class, sitting for the class, do make sure you are sitting in an isolated area where no one is there with you and you can concentrate peacefully. Is that okay? Any issue with this? Any issue with this?
Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆ equation ಬರ್ದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, DA ಮತ್ತು Z. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes,
This
sir.
is DA equation and Z equation. Understanding? So after this, you have to draw a state machine. This completes the column. So how many tables did you draw? First one was what? The state table. Correct? The first one was the state table. Next comes
Transition.
transition table.
Transition
Once you get
table.
the transition table,
Mm.
next step was the excitation table, taking reference as functional table, and then finally obtaining the K map. And once you get a K map, you have to draw the state machine. Getting all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All of you are understanding this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I okay. Again, I am using the same what you call the transition table. Either other sum in the transition table is ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ copy ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So this transition table is the same. I have again taken this transition table here. This is the same transition table which we are used here. This is either transition table na ತೊಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. I have taken this transition table only. Why? I will now implement the same system using some other flip flop. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So now it will be
Yes.
implemented using T flip flop. ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ? I am implementing it using T flip flop. Is that okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you people have the functional table for T flip flop?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Here 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Here 0 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನದ?
Zero.
0 0 1
One.
1 1 0
One.
1 1
One. Zero.
1 1 ಇದೆ 0 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟೇಷನ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಇದು ಎಫ್ ಎ ಎಫ್ ಬಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಈಗ?
TATB.
TATB 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 TNTATB ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? yes or no? Next one ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಂದ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಬಿ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಬಿ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಸ್. ತಲೆ ಹೋಗೈತಿ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೈತಿ?
Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ 0 ಅದ. what am I having here? FA is 0, here also FA is 0, correct? So Q is 0, Q plus is 0. What is T?
Zero.
0. Understanding? So we better write here TA, TB, 0, sorry Z, TA, TB, Z, TA, TB, Z, TA, TB, Z. Right. So first one, 0 0 ಆಗಿದೆ.
0.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 0 ಬಂದ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಬಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಟಿ ಬಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಅದ, ಸಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್? 0. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಝೆಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಇಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಝೆಡ್ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಿ ಎ ಟಿ ವಿ ಆದ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ 0 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೂ 0 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಗೇನ್ 0 0. ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅದ. 0 is under, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0, ಎಫ್ ಬಿ is 0 here, ಎಫ್ ಬಿ is 1 here. What will I get?
1.
So I'll be getting 1 here. Next. Similarly here also I'll be getting 0 1. Getting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next, I'll go for the next one. Next row. Il 0 the, illu 0 the. So it will be 0 here. So il 0, il another FB 1 other ill. Il another 1 other. 1 1 is again.
0.
0.
So I'll write 0 here. Next, il 0 the, il another 1 other. So answer is 1. Correct? T egg. But il 1 other, illu 1 other. So answer is 0.
0.
Correct? ಮತ್ತೇನದ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅದ. 0 1 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 1. 1 1 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 0. 0 0 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 0. 0 1 1 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 0. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನು.
Yes. Yes, sir.
ಮತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 0 1. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 1 1 0 1. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಈ 1 0.
0.
ಈ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಈ 0 1 0 1. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ 1 ಈ 1 1 1 0. ಈ 1 ಮತ್ತು E1, so it is 0. E1 ಮತ್ತು E0, 1 0 is 1, next 1 1 is 0. Getting? Yes or no?
Yes.
Last year
Sir.
E1 E0, so 1 0 1 0 0 0, next 1 0, sorry 1 1 0 0 0 0, 1 0 1, 0 0 0, 1 1 0 0 0 0. Getting?